Have you ever wondered what Sydney will look like in 10 years? Right now, we're looking up at this beautiful heritage building on the corner of George and Hunter Street, but just below it, we are looking directly at a multi-billion-dollar blueprint of the future. Those massive construction walls we're walking past are hiding the new Hunter Street metro station. The mega tunnels deep beneath our feet were actually just finished, and by early 2027, crews will start building a brand new station precinct right here, along with a massive 51-story commercial tower stretching into the skyline. Part of a massive $10.8 billion state investment, this single station is tracking to open in 2032. When it does, it'll funnel over 15,000 people an hour right through this exact intersection. G'day everyone, thanks for joining me here. Today we're going to have a look at Hunter Street. Sorry for the noise, but we have definitely found the construction spot Sydney is building for the future. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Do you think Sydney is doing a good job conserving its past? Or is the city moving just a bit too fast? I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is Pangus House, and it is an absolute survivor. Designed by 19th century architect John Smedley, this Victorian building was built during Sydney's massive economic boom in the late 1800s. What makes this spot incredible right now is that it's the only historic building on this side of the block, completely saved from the wrecking ball. Coming up on our left is a 5-star boutique stay called the Paradox Sydney, housed in a magnificent heritage-listed building. This exact corner has been a hub of activity since 1856, when it first opened as the grand headquarters for John Fairfax and Sons, the historic home of the Sydney Morning Herald newspaper. But the massive 12-storey building you see today wasn't built all at once. By the 1920s, the newspaper had completely outgrew its original Victorian-era offices. To keep the presses running while adapting to a growing city, they built this modern structure in stages between 1922 and 1929, knocking down the old offices piece by piece as the new ones went up. They even saved the original 1856 sandstone head of William Caxton, the inventor of the printing press, and built it right into the new facade above the Hunter Street entrance. A premier piece of Sydney's history, showing that this street has always been constantly adapting. That massive construction site on the corner of O'Connell and Hunter Streets is the future footprint for the Hunter Street Metro Station East site. This entire corner has been completely cleared to dig out a cavernous underground transit hub, serving as a vital central gateway for the new Sydney Metro West Line. Major excavation on the station cavern started here back in 2023, and the entire underground network is targeted to officially open in 2032. But the blueprints for this corner go way beyond just a subway station. Once the underground tunnelling is finished, a $370 million 58-storey commercial skyscraper will rise directly over these platforms. Designed by the prominent Australian firm FJC Studio, the tower is also part of a master plan to unlock the city's longest undercover walking network, allowing commuters to walk a full kilometre completely underground all the way from Martin Place to Barangaroo. The ultimate definition of Sydney's future being built right beneath our feet. Just a short walk further up, we reach 66 Hunter Street, home to the spectacular City Mutual Life building. Completed in 1936, this heritage-listed masterpiece was actually recognised as Sydney's tallest skyscraper at the time. It was designed by the notable architect Emil Soderstein, and it stands today as one of the absolute finest examples of commercial Art Deco design in Australia. If you look closely, right above the main entrance, you can see the intricate copper relief structures crafted by the famous sculptor Rainer Hoff. While the towering exterior completely preserves the spirit of the 1930s, the grand interior has adapted for the modern day, now housing the iconic fine dining institution Rockpool Bar and Grill. Another incredible layer of history, sitting perfectly intact on the corner of Bligh Street. Just a quick detour, the obelisk here is the historic Richard Johnson monument unveiled in 1925. This sandstone marker notes the exact site of the very first church ever built in Australia. The original timber church opened here in 1793, but was intentionally burnt down by convicts just 5 years later to escape forced Sunday services. A fascinating, hidden story anchored right in the middle of our modern streets. I was originally going to walk down Bligh Street to show you an incredible hidden landmark, but I'll leave that up to you guys. If we can hit 300 likes on this video, or if you let me know in the comments with a thumbs up, I will do a dedicated side street tour. Do you want me to explore O'Connell, Bligh, and Phillip Street next? Drop a comment right now. Let me know. Looking over at the Martin Place Metro North entrance, you can see a striking sculpture hanging right through the windows. This giant looping stainless steel piece is called Continuum, created by the prominent contemporary Australian artist Michaela Dwyer. It is designed as a massive reflective Mobius strip, twisting through the air to welcome commuters into the station. Swinging the camera over, that distinct tower with the bright red steel bracing is 8 Chifley Square, the prominent QBE building. Completed in 2013, this masterpiece was co-designed by famed international architect Richard Rogers, featuring an award-winning vertical village design. A bold, colourful injection of modern architecture standing out right on the edge of the square. Directly opposite, the massive development underway is the future Chifley South Tower project. This is a monumental $1.8 billion development by Charter Hall, adding a brand new 41-storey premium office skyscraper right next to the existing Chifley Tower. Designed by the acclaimed firm Bates Smart, the project is scheduled for completion in 2027 and will introduce futuristic workspaces and a brand new public plaza to the corner. It is an incredible engineering feat, rising up right in the middle of a fully active financial hub. You know, it's incredible to think about the sheer history of the pavement beneath us. Hunter Street is one of the absolute oldest streets in the city, originally known as Bell Street before being renamed to honour Captain John Hunter, the second Governor of New South Wales. Hunter was an incredibly unique character, a deeply benevolent scholar, painter and astronomer who actually studied to be a church minister before joining the Navy. But his time in office was an absolute nightmare. Arriving in 1795, he inherited a deeply corrupt colony completely controlled by a ruthless military ring running a black market rum monopoly. This upright, gentle governor spent his entire term desperately trying to fight off military corruption and control a chaotic convict population. In fact, it was during his stressful reign in 1798 that those disgruntled convicts intentionally burned down the timber church just down the road to escape forced Sunday services. What started as a muddy colonial track under a deeply stressed, well-meaning governor has evolved over 2 centuries into the hyper-modern financial heart of Sydney. A perfect reflection of the city's evolution, where deep historical drama sits right alongside our futuristic skyscrapers. And that is Hunter Street. It is mind-blowing that on this one single street we just walked through the past, the present and the future of Sydney. Moving from a muddy colonial track past the busy financial hub of today and straight toward the futuristic skyscrapers of tomorrow. Sydney's wildest history is literally buried right beneath our modern footsteps. If you loved walking through time today, please smash that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments if we should explore O'Connell, Bligh, or Phillip Street next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.